The 1970s was the most balanced decade in NBA history. In fact, 8 franchises won the NBA championship during the decade. The NBA champions in the 70s were the New York Knicks, the Milwaukee Bucks, Los Angeles Lakers, the Boston Celtics, the Golden State Warriors, the Portland Trail Blazers, Washington Bullets, and the Seattle Supersonics. While the league was the most balanced in that period, it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that was head and shoulders above the rest. And we're talking about him literally and figuratively. The 7'2" legendary center won 5 MVPs during that decade. As great as Abdul-Jabbar was, teams usually win titles because of a 1-2 punch. Kareem and Magic, Jordan and Pippen, and Kobe and Shaq. So, who's Kareem's Magic in the 70s? And were they as dominant as the names mentioned? Or better yet, who were the best NBA duos in the 70s? With a diverse list of champions, ranking them from 1 to 5 would be a very difficult decision. However, we'll dissect why one duo is better than the other. Hi, I'm Ben Cuevas from Watson Sports, and here's the top 5 best NBA duos of the 70s. Wes Unser and Elvin Hayes. In 1968, Wes Unser became the only NBA player to win MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same season. He played 13 seasons, all with the Washington Bullets. Now, in 1974, Unser teamed up with All-Star Elvin Hayes to form a potent frontline. The duo played 7 seasons together, and with the culmination of their partnership, at the middle of their tenure, they led the Washington Bullets to their first and only championship in 1978. The duo's style can be compared to Tim Duncan and David Robinson of the San Antonio Spurs. Both Unser and Hayes are Hall of Famers. Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West. The duo was the elder version of another Laker tandem, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. Wilt Chamberlain was the most dominant player in the league. However, he needed to sacrifice his scoring if he wanted to win another NBA championship. Besides, he had Jerry West, who became the Lakers' leading scorer during that time. In fact, Chamberlain led the league in triple-doubles when he decided to facilitate an offense. The duo won a then record 69 wins and 13 losses, winning 33 consecutive games en route to winning the 1972 title. Until now, no team has broken their winning streak record. If they were 5 years younger, they could have undoubtedly taken the top of this list. Dave Cowens and JoJo White. The Boston Celtics were one of the 2 teams who won the NBA title twice during that decade. Dave Cowens was a 6'9" center who played with tenacity. He out-hustled and out-rebounded his taller counterparts. With his grit, he was named the NBA's 1973 MVP. Speaking of MVPs, his partner JoJo White was named NBA Finals MVP 3 years later. The duo helped the Boston Celtics win 2 more titles after dominating the previous decade, winning all but the 1968 season. This team really lived up to the legacy of the Boston Celtics from the 60s. Lou Alcindor and Oscar Robertson. Imagine an up-and-coming Duncan teaming up with a matured seasoned version of LeBron James. That's how it looked like when Oscar Robertson joined Lou Alcindor in Milwaukee in 1970. And in their first season together, they instantly won the NBA championship. It was Alcindor's second season and the Milwaukee Bucks' third as a franchise. Unfortunately, Robertson played only 3 more years and then retiring in 1974. The Bucks even had the finals run that year before losing to the Boston Celtics in 7 games. A young Oscar Robertson could have given the Bucks franchise another championship, or the Bucks could have been at least a dynasty in the late 70s. Their solitary ring together didn't do justice to how great this duo actually was. Willis Reed and Walt Frazier. Who can forget the night Willis Reed stormed the Madison Square Garden in Game 7 of the 1970 NBA Finals? It was the most iconic return from injury in the NBA. The reigning MVP was expected to miss the game due to an ankle injury, but played it through and while Reed provided the inspiration, it was Walt Frazier who executed the devastation. The New York Knicks finished off the Los Angeles Lakers to win the game with a score of 113-99. Frazier scored 36 points and dished out 19 assists in one of the greatest Game 7s of all time. The duo won another title in 1973, also against the Lakers. And those are the top 5 NBA duos of the 1970s. Once again, I'm Ben Cuevas from Watson Sports. For more content just like this, head on over to watsonsports.com.